Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Wednesday, June 29, 2022. First off, thank you, all of you, for your thoughts and your prayers. And I'll be honest with you, it made a difference. It really did. I explained yesterday that I was having an issue here on a personal level, but things are turning around. And I want to believe, I do believe, it has to do with all of you, seriously, keeping me in your thoughts and prayers. It really did make a difference. All right, so with that said, let us move forward here. So it is now Wednesday again, June 29th, 2022. On the back of what I just said to you, I want to give a shout out to someone named Brian Packer. Brian is a long-term follower of this blog. Actually got the opportunity to meet this man in person a couple of years ago. What I appreciate about this guy and everybody who tries to do something to make a difference in the world, is just that. It's our obligation to, I really believe this, to pay it forward, to find something to do to make a difference in the lives of everyone. Now, this guy, Brian Packer, all right, he volunteers at a food bank out here in Las Vegas, and he's looking for some volunteers, and I think that's really important here. Brian, you're going to see me there. I can promise you that. So let me give you this information. This is called the Dream Center Las Vegas, and the phone number, okay, get a pen. Okay, here we go. 702-257-2273. That's 702-257-2273. Let's help these people out. If you're a local here out in Las Vegas and you feel like, doing something worthwhile to help someone or families in need, well, just go volunteer a little time over there. Or if you're not here in Las Vegas, find something else to do to pay it forward. Make a difference. It's got to start with someone. It might as well be you and I. Wouldn't you agree? With that said, let's move on to this freak show market. What a whipsaw day yesterday. It was epic. I mean, what did we get? The Dow was higher by 450 points at one time. We erased all that, finished down like 500 points. We have an interest rate bond yield suppression scheme to the highest freaking order here, people. This is central banks. You know that. And it was working up until recently. Now this market is giving some back, and we keep getting bad economic news, which I want to cover with you in just a moment. But let's stick around to this market just real quick. So stock futures right now are relatively flat. They were higher earlier, coming down. 10-year yield 3.14. Who's buying here, people? Who's buying the debt? I mean, let's laugh. Oh yeah. It's definitely the regular guy and the regular girl. They're buying it all. They have to own that debt. No, absolutely not. I'm laughing. It's obviously central banks who are involved in this thing right now. It's out of control. Bitcoin fell below 20,000 overnight. Did come back up, hovering at about 20,000 right now. Okay, lovely. With regard to Bitcoin, let me let you in on a little secret here. I am putting cash away, and I'm getting ready to buy more. I will let all of you know I will be getting back into the crypto space, probably in a big way. It's just a matter of time. All right? I am still in the process of getting my head back on in the right way. You all know that I've covered this at length as of late. Lost my mojo, no doubt about it. Made some terrible, abysmal calls. Worst of my life this year, and I'm dealing with that. I really am. I am working hard to turn this around. Once in a while, we all got to sit back and regroup. Well, that's me, and I am sincerely making plans to get back into the crypto space. Also, the equity space. I own one asset right now. That is ticker PDBC. This is a commodities-based ETF, and I think it's got potential here. Yesterday, despite the market selling off, it did okay. So that's a positive sign for me. I do have a 10% stop loss on that. I explained this recently. I send it out in my free newsletter. Link in the description of this video. Again, I urge you to subscribe to my newsletter. It's 100% free. I promise you that. And you get a lot of information that I don't put out here for whatever reason. I forget during the day I put stuff out, all in my newsletter. All right. So with that said, I covered the markets here for the most part. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar is slightly stronger this morning. Gold and silver catching a bid. Crude oil continues to get bid higher. Okay. That's something that we're going to see moving forward again. Food inflation, energy inflation, inflation overall is going to continue to surge higher, skyrocket. This is the plan. This is what central banks are going to do. They continue to inflate via any mechanism possible. Crisis to crisis, this, that, the other thing, don't matter. They're going to continue to inflate. And then we heard from, I'm going to be nice to her today, Loretta Mester. You know who I'm talking about? The girl of the Fed. She's a demonic creature, Loretta Mester. Go look at a picture of her. She's saying, oh yeah, inflation is out of control. And the Fed should implement another 75 basis point higher with regard to the federal funds rate. Oh, really? Oh, you mean we're still going to keep the federal funds rate massively suppressed, Loretta? Basically looking at the actual rate of inflation. Or how about your numbers? Oh, what does that mean, Loretta? That means inflation is guaranteed to go higher. Why don't you tell the people that? Oh, you can't do that. I'm sorry. You can't tell people the truth. Oh, no one can. Make this stuff up, people. I dare you to do it. It's impossible. So anyway, this is what we found out again, and you're going to love this part. You're going to love this part because it's always, are you ready for the word? Unexpected. Oh, yeah. So the U.S. economy contracted. Wait a minute. You mean our economy isn't growing? You mean we're not booming? We're actually contracting? They're telling us the truth? Yeah, how about that? The U.S. economy contracted more than expected in the first quarter. Oh, no one expected this. How about you did? How about you and I? See, we're on the same page. We all knew that. It's unbelievable here. And then consumer confidence falling off of a cliff yet again because of surging, skyrocketing, out of control inflation. But you know, it's temporary. It's just going to go away. It's miraculous. Oh, it is. And it's peaking. You know it is because they're telling you it is because it must be true. Am I right on that? Let me catch my breath here a moment. So, as you can see, I'm in a much better mood than I was yesterday. And again, I appreciate all of you so much. Look, we're a family. We are a freaking family. I believe that. I talk to all of you as if we are family. And I want it to be that way. When people join this blog or my newsletter, you're going to be treated like family. I can promise you that. And I love that we've created this thing. It's pretty damn big. All right, so anyway, look, in summary, big shout out here to Brian Packer here. I gave you that number. Let me give it to you one more time, okay? 702-257-2273. And that's the Dream Center, Las Vegas. They're trying to make a difference here, people. Let's volunteer. I will be volunteering. I promise you that. All right. With that, I already spoke to you about the markets. We know where we stand here. We got the ghoul. Every time I say it, I gotta make the face. The ghoul of the Fed. I tell you, people, if I don't do this stuff, I'll end up in a freaking straitjacket. You know, honestly, it just helps me get my, maintain some kind of resemblance of sanity. Well, I actually hurt a little bit. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, I try to push my face the opposite way. You know I'm not normal. Boy, it is normal. Am I right? All right, you got the picture. You know what's going on. Let's keep our eyes on all this. Watch that 10-year yield. Watch the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. Link in the description of this video. Free to everybody. It's just beautiful. And I will see all of you at the end of the day. It's going to be perfect and lovely and beautiful because it always is. I'm out of here. See you later.